We're gonna take the bypass around to Topaz Lake, back on the dirt. I don't think stopping here and then continuing is smart, just because we have limited time. There is a view over here.
It is the morning of day 2 of our Northern California BDR expedition. Day 1 was excellent, and Ian really enjoys camping.
Love it.
And just will not stop raving about how great it is.
Love camping. Love camping. Just slept so well, you know?
Yeah. Well, if you missed day 1, I'll link it for you, the video. But I'm here with Big Rock Moto and Jeff, ADV Agenda, and we are gonna do a bunch of highway riding this morning because there is a closure on Highway 395, so we have to go up and around to Topaz Lake to get back to the route. And then it sounds like from there it's a really beautiful highway ride, not highway, pavement ride through one of the passes. Is it Ebbets? One of them, Ebbets Pass. So it should be a gorgeous day, but I think we're gonna make a lot of miles this morning, which we're optimistic we can do maybe 2 full sections today. Today's journey, today's portion of this trip is sponsored by Motocamp Nerd. So Motocamp Nerd generously provided me with all my camping gear, and I'm enjoying actual good camping coffee because I got this pour over setup from Wakako. This pour over is so much better and so much faster than the French press, but awesome Big Agnes tent that I already put a hole in. I want to rave about my Boundary Deluxe sleeping pad because normally I'm very comfortable on it, but last night I did not sleep well. I was really warm though. Honestly, I thought I was gonna have to.
You didn't sleep well?
No, I thought I was gonna have to sleep in my puffy because it got cold, and then I was in there and I took it off and I was fine. And I woke up, so I just assumed it wasn't that cold. And I woke up this morning and there was ice on the table, so it got below freezing. That Enlightened Equipment quilt I have is so warm. It shocks me that there's nothing underneath me and I stay that warm. But Motocamp Nerd has the world's largest, carefully curated selection of motorcycle camping gear, specifically chosen to make your moto camping trips more comfortable. That's why Ian's not comfortable. He doesn't have gear from Motocamp Nerd. So pop over, check out the site. There'll be a link in the description, and you know it's important that we support Ben and his wife as they try to make their dream of running this store full-time come true. So very thankful to him and all of the gear that I'm rocking from his store, but I'm going to enjoy my coffee and onward to day 2.
Ta-da! We're packed up. We're gonna take the bypass around to Topaz Lake, and so there's gonna be a lot of highway this morning, which I will spare you.
So let me show you what we just did. So right here is Bridgeport. That's where we stayed last. Oh, you can't see it. Right there is Bridgeport. Okay, and you're supposed to take the route up here to 395, but you can see this red marker. That is where there is a road closure and you can't get through. So instead, we came up this way and around, and we're up here now at Topaz Lake. So we will go south on 395. We just bypassed one closed road. There's another one on the route halfway through section 3. So Ian, being a local, knows a super cool alternate route that we're gonna take because it's mostly pavement anyway. So there's some pavement today, but we'll be done with these stupid bypasses today and we'll be on the route the rest of the time.
A lot of the official route is pavement.
Yeah, well no, there's some gorgeous
pavement.
Because
it's pretty, yeah.
Let's crush it.
Let's go. Yeah.
What do you think, Jeff?
If they've learned to just go with it.
Yeah, just do what Ian says.
They can go to the bathroom.
Topaz Lake is absolutely beautiful. You come through here at sunrise or sunset. Sunrise. It's just gorgeous. Pretty cool. I mean, if you have to do a detour, this isn't a terrible place to have to come. Yeah, there's the agricultural inspection station right there. Do you want to come with me and get inspected? Okay. They never actually stop motorcycles. Well, they haven't anytime I've been to one. Let's just say that. Thank you. All right. Over the Sierras, Monitor Path. Supposed to be one of the best pavement sections on the route. So we're on the route at the moment. This is fun. You see, pavement can be cool. It can be fun to discover in the backcountry. Man, see, when they talk about good twisties, this is what they're talking about. Oh, this guy's pulling over for us. That's awesome. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, buddy. I love when people understand that motorcycles are faster than cars. They let us do our thing. So we're hopping over from, we're on the eastern slope of the Sierras right now, and the next couple sections are on the western side, where it's more foresty, I think. Oh, we are going up! Holy hell. Fast, too. Yeah, I'd be tired, too, if I was bicycling up this. Enjoy your acoustic motorcycle ride, buddy. Ooh, beauty, beauty. Wow, we came up quick, dude. It's got it all. Twisties, scenery, abject terror of flying off a cliff randomly. Cool little roadside stop here for Ian to fly his drone. Hooked up with Mike, cool guy. He's going the other direction, but we're gonna carry on. This is the bypass, so we're on to the Ian discovery route for the next few miles, and we'll catch up with the route in a bit. As bypasses go, this one is not ugly. Holy crap. Northern California is absolutely beautiful. There's so much scenery. That's awesome. This is Carson Pass. It's gorgeous. Pretty cool. Not the worst alternate route ever. And it's named after Kit Carson, and I did a report on Kit Carson in 4th grade, so it feels so special. 8574 feet. That's the summit. Awesome. More gorgeousness. Wow.
This, we're on Carson Spur, on Carson Pass, 7,800 feet. So, as bypasses go, Ian, you did pretty good.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were gonna mute me there for a little bit, but I knew it'd be pretty.
That's gorgeous, dude.
Yeah, this is way nicer than that western bypass, so.
Yeah, well, we still may mutiny.
Well,
I reserve the right.
You still have a chance.
Yeah, I reserve the right to behead the snake and take over. Pretty slow service, but an incredibly good meal here at the Kit Carson Lodge on Kit Carson Pass, but back on the bikes. I didn't bother to show it because it's not on the actual route, so chances are if you come and do this, you won't end up here. But back on the bikes, a little bit more highway, then we're back on the route. No more rerouting as far as I know for the rest of the trip, so we'll be around the closures and ready to crush the rest of the route, so let's hit it.
All right, we're back on the route. Bypass over. Back to good fun times. Happy go fun times. Also, not just back on the route, back on the dirt. Now, this should be a little bit different terrain on this side of the Sierra, I'm assuming. Well, it's good to be back on the route. That was a beautiful bypass, but it's not why we're here. So we finished section 2, basically. So we're on section 3 now, headed out to Leak Springs Lookout. That's the plan. And I think we come back on the same road because this is the way we would have come north had we been on the actual route the whole time. This is the optional road to the Leak Springs Lookout. It's a 2.5 mile out and back. But man, if you're that close to a cool lookout, you know, you got to see some of these sights along the way. So this is not a harder section. It's just an optional section. Ooh, almost there. I see the tower. I see the tower. Definitely a worthy side excursion here. That's gorgeous. Unfortunately, all this fire lookout is looking at right now is burned timberland, but that's quite a view. Damn, dude. That's spectacular. Now, I'm excited. It makes me anxious when I'm not on the route, so I'm excited to get back on the route. Back on a little bit of pavement, but it's nice pavement. Meaning the scenery is fantastic. Take a look at this. Wow, that is cool. Okay, this will be fun. Yeah. So we're onto some pavement here on section 3, but look at this gorgeous view. So as pavement goes, I'm not mad about it. This kind of fun, no line, single lane logging road through the burned area. So the view is at least good through the trees, not of the trees, obviously. Just a, so far, typical logging road. I'm gonna guess there's some rain ruts and stuff. Mostly dirt with a little gravel, but if it stays like this, it'll be pretty easy. Coming across a few sneaky sandy spots. You gotta keep your eyes open. I just saw 2 trucks in a span of about 5 miles, so not a great place to be flying around corners. Ooh, that was not a rut I saw coming. And stuff like that. If we get through today unscathed, then it'll be the best start of a BDR I've ever had, because on the Washington BDR, Mike broke his leg on day 2 at the end. So hopefully just have a full, uneventful BDR trip where we just ride the route and nothing bad happens. I've never had that. And I've never had everyone who started the route finish with me. So let's break a lot of bad records this time. That's the goal for the NorCal trip. Oh yeah. Okay, yep. Yep, okay, this is f***ed up. Oh, and I stepped on the kickstand. Twice, damn it. Yeah, spicy terrain. Oop, thank you Outback Motortech skid plate. That was more fun than I expected. How'd the Marini do? That's great, dude. I think we've got about 20 miles left of this section. This is section 3, the last quarter. I like to try to make it clear where I am in case you're trying to plan your own trip and see what different parts are like. I don't feel like there's a lot of good videos out there for that. And it annoys me when I want to see what the actual riding is like and all you ever see is the landmarks and highlights. Like, okay, but show me the road. I gotta plan my anxiety level. Well, it looks like we're in the last gasp of section 3 here, maybe the last 5 to 10%. So I'm happy to report that thus far, those really crappy uphills, which are just rutted out by the recent rainstorm, I'm guessing, were the only really challenging part. It's about the only place I've stood up, other than to get airflow. So at least the latter half of section 3 is pretty easy. Fun forest roads with some good scenery. So, you know, file that away if you're trying to decide whether or not you want to do the route. And the purists will tell you that it doesn't count. You didn't do the route if you bypass, blah, blah, blah. I've never done a BDR and not had to go around something. There's always something. There's a forest fire. There's a road closure. All kinds of stuff. So I think doing the route from beginning to end as much as possible counts in my book. And if anyone tries to tell you otherwise, well, they don't get to decide any more than you get to decide. So you just get to decide that they're wrong. And, you know, do as much as you can. Enjoy the route in the way that makes sense to you. And, you know, rerouting is part of adventure. That's why it's called adventure. Section 3, thumbs up in terms of difficulty, at least the second half. We're going to stop at Kybers and get some gas. It's only 3 o'clock, so we might keep going. We'll probably keep going. Just got to figure out what our end game is, because if there's nothing within striking distance before dark, that would be bad. Or at least make sure we have supplies in case that's the case. It's a nice little campground you just come right down into here in Kybers. Okay, we fueled up and we've made the decision to push on into section 4. Ian seems to think there's quite a bit of pavement, so we might be able to do it fast, but if we can't, Uncle Tom's cabin is about 3/4 of the way in, or if we just plan on hoteling it in Truckee, we can plan on pushing later into the evening. So that would be 3 sections in a day. I mean, we cheated, but too early in the day to stop. It's only 3 o'clock. We're not gonna go camp and sit and just cook. That'd be dumb. Kybers to Truckee. Hell yeah, start to finish. Section 4, this is the Old Pony Express Trail, or part of it, so this will be fun. Just passed a historical marker, so I'm pretty sure this is the Pony Express Trail. That's pretty cool. But if you're wondering what the road right outside of Kybers is, beginning of section 4, it is a steep, twisty gravel road. A lot of up and down on this trip today in particular. obviously because we're going up and down in the mountains, but a ton. I can't imagine what our elevation change has been, a couple miles anyway. Boy, we are going around this ridge line. Probably not gonna, it's not shining through, too many trees, but we are high. We've come up like 4,000 feet. Nah, maybe not that much. A few thousand feet anyway. Well, the Pony Express has led us to pavement. So let's see how many miles we can crush here before we get back on the gravel. Wow, cool view. So we've been on this road for, I don't know, 15 miles maybe, and it's they're working on it, so it's gravel right now on top of pavement here and there, which is actually slower than just gravel because it's slippery on top of pavement. But it's a long, twisty pavement road so far, so we're making great time. So that was a ton of pavement, but this is the road to Uncle Tom's cabin. It's only 4:15. I don't know what we're doing. Are we staying here? I don't know, but here it is. We got some BDR reverse for sure. Here it is, UTC. Let's see what the boys want to do. It's still early, so do you want to keep going? Do you want to see if we can stay here? I don't think stopping here and then continuing is smart, just because we have limited time. So we're 1/3 of the way. Well, as much as we'd like to hang out and enjoy a few beverages here at Uncle Tom's cabin, there's just enough time that it doesn't make sense to stop. So it's a mixture of gravel, or it's a mixture of dirt and pavement. I think more dirt than pavement for the rest of the trip. So, sorry, the rest of the section. I'm getting tired. Maybe I shouldn't be pushing on until 5 o'clock. There is a view over here. Wow. Dang. Whoa. We are high up. Wow. That is cool, dude. Look at that swimming hole down there. Holy hell. That's bomb. Love it. Some beautiful country. I'm not mad about all the pavement. I just wasn't expecting it. But it's helped us make good time because now we're pushing late into the evening. And honestly, we probably shouldn't be because they say nothing good happens on a BDR after 5. And it is late September and it gets dark around 6:45. So this is Nevada Point Ridge. We are very close to Nevada. I'm actually kind of enjoying this road. It's a different kind of technical. Like, there's good traction a lot of the time, and then you come around a corner and you got to react to a bunch of gravel, and it's fun. It's a fun ride, actually. This is probably the most fun I've had on Section 4. It's pretty up here. You can get a real glimpse of the Sierras. I can't believe how wide this mountain range is. I don't think I realized how massive it is. Gravel. What have we here? Or nothing but pavement. Oh, okay. It gets interesting now. Looks like we're going straight. Okay, boys. Ooh, sand, sand, sand. All right, well, I turned on my camera at the right time. All right, well, I was worried Section 4 was gonna be all easy peasy. There's some stuff. There's some stuff. I'll throw a little sand in for good measure. Holy shnikes. I don't hate it. View. Whoo! A riverbed down there. Nice. All right. Well, let's try not to become part of this view. What do you think? This ridge is cool. There's some big chunk in there. Not gonna show up on the camera because of the angle of the sun, and it's all the same color. But you can watch the front of the bike bounce up and down and get an idea. It's always the hills that are the most treacherous. This is the regular route, just pointing it out. This is not an advanced section. Oh, that's a pretty... There's water. I wonder if that's Hell Hole Reservoir. I think that's the next campground, Hell Hole. What a great name. Look at that. Holy hell hole. That's beautiful. Wow. I'm gonna take a picture of it. Why am I here if I'm not taking pictures? Oh yeah, there's some chunk here. I'm going highline this time. It's gonna be loose and slippery. I'd rather loose and slippery with some room for error, you know? Big rock. Huh, we're going down. Headed down towards the campground, I think. This is Hell Hole Campground. Let's see if there's any spots available. Yep, there's a bathroom. This is the whole thing. Oh man, there's no one here. Well, we'd have it to ourselves. What do you mean? I don't see any insects. Well, sadly, Hell Hole appears to be aptly named. There's a shit ton of bugs down here, so we're gonna try the other campground up the hill. This is Big Meadow Campground. Not by the lake, probably fewer bugs. Big ass tree log right there. $10, 20 for a double.
So we could not even decide on a campsite, so that was a pretty good indicator that we are tired and probably need to stop for the day. So, like I said, nothing good happens on a BDR after 5 p.m. It's 5:52. We got about an hour to set up. This campground is not totally deserted, but there's no one anywhere near us. The bathroom's right there. The bear boxes don't exactly fill me with confidence, but we'll throw all of our food in Ian's tent because he doesn't care about black bears, he said. So, how you feeling, J-Dog?
Good. It was an epic day, except for that little rock garden towards the end. Other than that, I mean, that's the 5% of the route that's going to suck.
But the Marini crushed it. Well, it works out that Motocamp Nerd sponsored this video because I'm eating a peak refuel from Motocamp Nerd tonight because we are in the middle of nowhere, probably an hour at least of riding to get to anywhere with like a restaurant or anything. But I brought these as the backup, and they're not bad. It's not my first choice, but they're not terrible. So, see you in 10 minutes. Let's check in with Ian. Ian, how's camping night 2 going?
I love camping. You know, it's the best thing ever.
He just keeps saying it.
Yeah, I just love it so much. Why is my sleeping mat
Yeah.
here?
Why is it out here on the ground and not inflated? What's that? Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That's, we're not exactly close to a Bi-Mart or REI right now.
Yeah, is there an REI like 4 hours away?
Yeah, I guess you better get riding.
See, I just wanted to stay at the Ritz-Carlton, but it was too much to ask. We got to camp out in the woods, you know, be adventure-y, rough it, you know. And now this happens. It's punishment because I complained about camping.
The best part is, he set his tent up on the asphalt.
So now I get to sleep on asphalt.
He'll have to move it because the ground will at least be softer than the freaking asphalt.
Well, it's not staked in, so
Yeah.
I could just move it.
Yeah, that
Oh,
sucks,
my
dude. That's like the worst nightmare. I tried this at 10. Actually, I tried it at 12 minutes, and it was still crunchy. So I've given it another. It's been almost 20. It looks a little better. The water level's lower, which means more stuff is rehydrated. But the meat is still crunchy. Hope that's pine cones falling and not a bear climbing a tree.
Well, what is that?
I think it was just pine cones falling.
Then, if it's a bear, I'm officially done.
Yeah, we can leave our shit and go. Sweet rice and pork is the best one. Huh. I don't see a bear. I don't think. Is that it up there? Nah. We're probably fine. There's probably no bears. This is food, but like barely.
So this is where it's leaking, right? That might pinch it off. I don't know. Then it might unravel into there. Probably, I would go with that.
Oh God. Peak makes good stuff, but this ain't it.
Never go wrong with top ramen in your own meat.
Jeff likes to put his meat in top ramen.
Yep.
Fingers crossed, buddy.
With a little bit of luck.
Fingers crossed.
It's dark. We're camping. I'm incredibly thankful to Motocamp Nerd for sponsoring this video because I will be super cozy in my camping setup while Ian sleeps on the ground. So,
Thanks, Ben.
not as excited about the meal I got from Motocamp Nerd, but the other ones I've had from Peak were good. So that was awesome. What a great day of riding. Technically, we did 2.5 sections. Now, I'm going to put a big fat asterisk next to it because we did the bypass stuff, but we're making great time. We'll be halfway through the route, probably halfway through tomorrow, because once we get halfway through section 5. So we're making good time, and that's good. So hope you guys are enjoying. Please subscribe if you haven't so you can see day 3, and pop back and check out day 1 if you haven't, because it was epic. Lots of cool stuff on day 1. But for now, and as always, for Jeff and for Ian, just want to say thank you for watching, and please do not forget to be excellent to each other. Oh, thank you.
Excellent!
Next time on Dork in the Road.
All right, 40 miles left, section 5. Cool view, man. Sierra Buttes is gorgeous. Shades plus shadows equals bad sometimes.
That's not fun.
I wasn't expecting that at the end of the day.